The Vatican recently announced its decision on the fate of the Diocese of Alexandria-Cornwall. Here's Tom Racine with more.
So I'm with the Archbishop of the Diocese of Alexandria-Cornwall, Bishop Terrence Prendergast. And how much longer will it be that we can say Alexandria-Cornwall?
I don't know that. Maybe it'll be Alexandria-Cornwall with Ottawa. Who knows? Those are all the kinds of things that need to be worked out in the next several years. What's happened is that we've taken a step forward in the sense that the consultation has led to my being interim bishop. I was the administrator before, so it's another step. But the two dioceses are one in me and my leadership. But the Holy Father has also agreed that it's important to have a bishop present in the city, so that I will have a second auxiliary bishop whose responsibilities will be mainly Alexandria-Cornwall territory, so that the treasures of the past, the history will be maintained in a different way, but certainly they are going to be respected and we hope developed. It's a change. There have been many changes along the way. When I was going to St. Finnian's Cathedral on Sunday, I read through the history of the cathedral and I noticed that the Bishop of Kingston had come, because that was part of Kingston territory then. Now it's over 125 years as Alexandria-Cornwall. It will have a future. Right now it's still Alexandria-Cornwall. What it will be, we'll see as the time evolves. And of course, I'm getting near to the end of my term as a bishop, retirement. So probably I'll be extended a little bit to see this through. But I expect that there will be developments that will be pleasing to the people here. They're going to have leadership and they're going to have a strong Catholic community, and that's what we want.
It's so important to hear you say that, because the heritage and the history going back all those years is near and dear to a lot of the hearts of our parishioners here in this area. So any steps being taken to bring that in the forefront early on?
Well, immediately I've asked the priest to suggest to me names of people who could be considered to be the bishop here, either from our Diocese of Alexandria-Cornwall, from Ottawa, from anywhere in the country, really. I think the person who comes here really needs to be able to communicate in both English and French. So that restricts the number of people, but I think you need somebody who's got youth, younger than me anyway, I'm getting close to retirement, and somebody who will have a kind of a passion for people who live in smaller communities rather than big cities. The church is made up of many different realities, and I think that's the kind of thing we need to do. So I have a meeting with the Personnel Board today to talk about changes we need to make in our diocese. Father Kelvin Maloney, after 20 years as pastor at St. Finnian's in Alexandria, and for many years, 18 years as Vicar General, and the right-hand man of the bishop, is retiring at age 80. Tells you something that men are asked to stay on that long, but he's been very generous, and so it's going to be tough to find somebody to fill his shoes. But that's our number one responsibility, and then to look after any pastoral changes for this year, and then to look forward to beyond. So the normal things, but also extraordinary things.
One last question that I have for you. We have 4 seminarians in this area.
Yes.
That are close to graduating within the next couple of years. General feeling is that they should stay in this area. Has any decision been made on that?
No, that'll be something that'll be worked out later. We also have some seminarians in my diocese, and it's possible that they would be moved here. One of the things we're looking at is moving one of the priests from Ottawa to work in Alexandria-Cornwall. We already have one here. Yep. Perhaps we'll have another one. We need to calibrate the needs of the local communities with the people that we have. And I think that's one of the things that this union of the two dioceses is going to be able to affect, is that I'm kind of free now to move people back and forth and to build on them. Actually, one of the seminarians who's home this summer is living in Ottawa and is a guide at the cathedral, because he was there for 5 years when he was doing his graduate studies at the University of Ottawa. He speaks French and English, and so there's going to be a tie there. And some of the people from Ottawa are going to come to Alexandria-Cornwall. So we're trying to build a fraternity and union.
Bishop, thanks very much for spending a few moments to help us understand and clarify what's going on in our diocese.
Most welcome. All the very best to you and your listeners.